Hello my beautiful and amazing people, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do a makeup tutorial on my sister, and I started with moisturizing her face using the Nivea soft moisturizing cream. Then I did her eyebrows off the camera, and now I'm just cleaning up any mistakes that I had made using the L.A.Girl Pro concealer in the shade Fawn. I also cleaned up the upper part of the eyebrows using the Milani 2-in-1 Conceal and Perfect foundation, because I'm going to use the same foundation all over her face as the foundation today. And it's in the shade number 13. So I went in with the L.A.Girl Pro concealer in the shade Fawn, and I'm just applying it all over her eyelids, and I'm going to use it as an eyeshadow base or an eyeshadow primer for her makeup today. And actually I really like the consistency of this product because it's very easy to blend, and also their price point is very good because here in Nairobi, Kenya, it retails for around 400 shillings to 600 shillings. And they come in different varieties depending on your skin tone. So I used a regular eyeshadow, just a matte eyeshadow, to set the whole concealer. You can either use a setting powder, a translucent powder, or even a matte eyeshadow that you have. And I prefer using a shade that's lighter than a skin tone so that it can make the eyeshadow pop more. So now I went in with as a warm and a soft transitional color from Carli ES10 eyeshadow palette. They have both matte and shimmers in that palette, and I really like the matte shadows because they are pigmented and they're easy to blend. And I went in with the angled brush, and I'm just applying a shade that's a tad bit darker than the transitional color, and I'm just applying it on her crease just to make sure that the shades blend and match in really well. And since it was a bit too neutral for her, I went in with the black eyeshadow that's from the same palette, and I just applied it on the corners of her eyes just to make her eyes have a bit of color. And like I said, the palette has shimmers, and as you can see, the shimmers are very pigmented, and it actually gives like a certain finish on the look, and I really like the consistency of the shimmers as well. And after doing the eyes, I went in with the e.l.f. Blemish Control Primer, which I really like, and I prefer applying the primer after I'm done with the look, because since she has an oily skin, it's going to help the foundation sit well and have a more mattified look than making the primer set for a long time. So I went in with the orange corrector from the L.A.Girl Pro concealer, and I'm just applying it under her eyes just to remove any dark circles that she may have. And I also used the shade Dark Cocoa on any black spots that she had on the other parts of her face, just to remove it. And I prefer using both the dark cocoa and the orange corrector just to cover up any dark spots, because I find that using them separately, it has a harsh color concentrate on it, and mixing them just tones the color a bit down, and it doesn't show through the foundation after I've applied it. And now I'm using the Milani 2-in-1 foundation, Conceal and Perfect foundation, and I'm just applying it all over her face using the kabuki brush that I got it from town, and it's a very affordable brush, and I actually really like how the brush is dense enough because it's going to help apply the foundation where other brushes cannot go. And as you can see, this is actually a really good foundation for her skin tone, since the darker shade, it's too dark for her. And now I'm going in with the L.A.Girl Pro concealer, and I'm just applying it under her eyes, on the bridge of her nose, the forehead and chin, and just below where I usually do the contouring on both sides of the cheek. And actually this helps her face brighten up more, and also make her face be kind of fresh and youthful. And I went in with the L.A.Girl banana setting powder and just set the places that I had highlighted before, and just to make sure that it doesn't look cakish or oily during the day. Yeah. And actually the L.A. Girl have only two shades for the setting powders I've seen, the white one and the yellow one, and I prefer the yellow one for a woman of color. And I'm just contouring. I'm doing a bit of contouring on her face using the L.A. Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Dark Cocoa, and I'm just applying it on her forehead, just below her cheekbone and on the jawline. And since I set the powder for quite some time, I'm just removing the excess so that it doesn't look too chalkish on her skin tone. And I went in with the black Opal deluxe finishing powder in the shade Dark as the finishing powder, and and also this helps to remove any harsh lines that I had made when I was highlighting and contouring her face. And I just did a little bit of highlighting on the tip of her nose and the bridge of her nose, and just a little bit above her cheekbone, just to make her face look more brightened up. And in the middle of it, I just remembered that I didn't highlight on her brow bone, and that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm using a shimmer from the same Cara ES10 eyeshadow palette, and it's like a goldish shimmer. It's not exactly gold like the one I used on her eyelids, but it's almost similar to it. And I did the rest of her makeup. I did a bit of mascara, eyeliner, and a liquid lipstick, and I'm just setting it all in with the setting spray that I had with me. And there you have it, guys. This is the final look, this being my first time ever doing a full makeup on anyone. I think I did a decent job on it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure that you do so down below and hit the like button if you liked this tutorial. Until next time, bye.